Hey guys, so goodness gracious, if you were able to join me on my Instagram live video the other day, you guys got to hear me rant about all kinds of crazy stuff, but today is going to be a super cheery, positive video. Sorry, I know the glare is like really terrible, but like, I'm not really supposed to be wearing my contacts anymore, just because my eyes have gotten so bad. And I don't get a visit with the specialist until like February, because that's the first time they have open. So I'm just kind of making do. But even then, I get migraines from wearing glasses like pretty quickly because of current pain stuff, so I can't even wear them that long. I'm just gonna try to push through this video though, because today we're gonna be unboxing Eliza, and Eliza is one of the new Shadow High costume ball characters. The struggle. Okay, let me tell you guys about the struggle. First of all, going to a store and finding one who has, okay, the glare is distracting. Finding one who has good makeup is absolutely so hard, because, so she's got this kind of, do you guys remember like a couple of years ago, like probably like, I don't know, more than a couple, but when rainbow highlighter was super popular, it was like, I don't know, like 2010, 2011, maybe it was after that. I don't even remember when I got something. Maybe it was like closer to 2015. It was a while back. But everybody had rainbow highlighter. It was really cute, but it didn't always look good on everybody. I like, not every color goes well on everybody, so it is what it is. She has that, I swear to God. It's like rainbow blush, rainbow highlighter, something on her cheek. So it's a smear of like green, blue, and pink going upward like this. So maybe it's not even highlighter or blush. I don't know what it is, but I do know that it's scratched on a lot of them, chipped on a lot of them, it's uneven on a lot of them, so it's like here and here, like, okay, so, and I'll add some photos. All of the Elizas I found, for the most part, the biggest problem was that they had huge chunks missing out of their lipstick. That was the biggest problem. The blush wasn't even the second biggest problem. The second biggest problem was the bangs, okay? So we all know, like, the people who work in the factories making these dolls are not hairstylists, right? They're normal people who have probably never cut hair in their life. At worst, they gave themselves bangs and messed it up, like I have more than once in my life. But, so when these dolls get their haircuts, it's not good. Honestly, like, I know this sounds really bad, but I kind of just prefer when doll companies are just like, just give them long, wavy hair, all the way around, no bangs, no cutting, no anything, because anytime a doll has straight hair, their haircuts are just like this in the back, like jagged, crazy, multiple layers, because they just kind of pull it all down and cut it straight across, and then when it relaxes back up, it's like a mess. The bangs are almost always crooked, especially like towards the sides, like they're always just, I don't know, but Eliza has it really bad. Even the one I got, let me open up real quick. So she does have the Velcro side pieces, just like Demi did. Okay, can you guys see? Like, oop, there we go. Her bangs look like crooked piano keys. It's just really violent, like all over the place. And that was every one of them. Like every single one. And she actually had the better bangs. I went through 5 of them at one store and all of them were bad. And then like 3 of them at the second store, and she was the only one who at least her makeup was even. Okay, like it's bad enough we had to worry about the eyeliner underneath being uneven. That's almost constantly a thing with most of these dolls. Then the blush being uneven, the lipstick being like really chipped and cracked and awful. But this was like absolutely beyond. Like it was so hard to find a good one of her. I'm really surprised I did. Hopefully, eventually I can find a good Lola. I haven't yet. She's also had similar problems, but fingers crossed. But we're gonna unbox her today, and then you'll probably, okay, I also just want to talk for a minute because behind me is a huge mess. So in June, you guys remember, I took all the shelves down off the walls because after 4 years, I'm like, I'm finally gonna paint them. I'm gonna take them down, so I have no choice. Took everything down off of them so I could take them down and paint them. And then we had a bunch of bad stuff happen over the summer, if you guys remember. It was really crazy, and then fall starts to roll in, and I'm like, okay, I'm running out of time, you know, because eventually the temperatures won't be high enough for me to paint. and it's still raining all the time. Like every afternoon we have pouring down rain. So like I'm really limited. So then it finally stops raining. We finally quit going on vacations. Things finally calm down. Bear has a week off. He got a new Xbox and I didn't really get to see him much during the whole thing. Because men. Anyway, so I can't even be mad though, because like I was the same way when he gave me my Animal Crossing Switch last year. Like then I had 2 Animal Crossing villages and like I was gone, absolutely gone. Right now I'm watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventures with one of my kids, well actually both of them together, and then with the other one I'm playing Fire Emblem, 3 Houses. So like as it is, I don't have a lot of free time, so I get it, I do, but we got no shelves done. And now cold weather is rolling in and most of our days, like none of them are getting above 70. We still have random rainstorms and it's getting really cold, so like if I don't get them painted now it's not happening. So I'm going to be doing that early next week. We have a couple of 70-degree days that are supposed to have minimal rain. Fingers crossed it stays that way. You guys know how weather reports are. So I still gotta retake down all of my rainbow high dolls, which I have like 200 of, and take down all these shelves. So everything behind me is a huge mess. The spot where under the window where the rainbow high house is supposed to go is filled with squishmallows. Like it's a mess. So please ignore everything behind me because it's really crazy. I'm actually probably going to be in the same outfit, same background, filming the unboxing for the K-pop 3 so I can just get it all done in one day. So please forgive me for that. All right, let's go ahead and open Eliza because I know you guys are dying to see her. And we're going to talk about a lot of the points that I've seen other people mention, just because like I'm really late on doing this unboxing video of her, like really late. You guys have probably already seen 100 videos of it, but we're going to talk about some of the key points I've noticed other people mention. Let's check her out. Okay, you guys, so I moved my desk and I'm going to have to ask that you ignore how incredibly messy it is because I don't have everything organized yet. But let's check out Eliza's box. I am so excited to see these elf ear earrings. And okay, so you can see how it's supposed to be like rainbow highlighter right here. It's supposed to be green, blue, and pink, swished from the sides. It's not like that on most of them. She does have the long nails. She's gonna have rings on her finger like we've seen on a lot of recent dolls. And she has this really gorgeous flower dress that is you know what? We'll talk about it when we get there. The braided hair, the bangs. You would think there's not a lot that can go wrong, right? Because she looks like she's gonna be gorgeous. I love these new boxes. I love the art on them. You go here, you see all 3 of the Shadow High costume girls. It looks like Eliza has some really cute shoes as well, but like I hate this. And I know, it says Shadow High or whatever on it, or something in reference to Shadow High. I remember looking it up, but I don't actually remember exactly what it says. But point being, like, why in black? Why in black? You could have done it in pink, lavender, white, anything, and they did it in black. So it's like super obvious and obnoxious looking. I am hyped to see her wings. They look like they're gonna be really cute. Alright, undo this box. Alright, Eliza McFee is such a special effects pro that you would think her fairy wings were real. She can't wait to show off her magical skills at the Rainbow Vision costume ball. Okay, as somebody who's done like some FX makeup on like indie horror movies and stuff, I'm kind of hyped because I do really love it. It is something I was definitely really interested in, especially after I got out of college, which I majored for like mortuary sciences, funeral services, I guess, and one of my major interests was in restorative arts. Restorative arts led me into an interest in special effects for horror movies. So I worked on a handful of indie horror movies. Most of them I think never even came out. And like the one of them that I know did, it was really bad. It was funny though. It was like, it wasn't supposed to be funny. It was supposed to be scary, but it was actually really hilarious and I loved it. And I would do it again in a heartbeat. All right, you guys, let's look at her up close in the box. So this one actually had pretty decent highlighter. Most of them didn't. Her lips are really nice and whole. Most of them weren't. Even eyebrows, pretty even bottom lashes and makeup. You can see she has a bit more pink at the top of this eye than on this one. But honestly, if that was the biggest sin, it's not that serious compared to the other ones. Like, they were bad. Alright, check out those bangs. I don't even know. Like, hopefully I can wash them really well, put some fresh gel in them, smooth them down, and cut them really even. We will see. Look at that. I hate it. I hate it so much. Why did they use black thread? It just ruins the whole mood for me. The shoes look really cute and glittery. Hopefully it doesn't come off. I'm gonna grab some scissors and we're gonna open her up. Okay, so come to see the earrings. The earrings are so cute. Her bangs are crunchy, which makes it even worse that they're so uneven, I think. Because they put gel in them and it still wasn't enough to bind them down. I'm assuming this plastic comes off of her wings, but I guess we'll find out here in a minute. The dress is nice. It's a really scratchy kind of fabric, and it's kind of tacked down to the layer underneath it. And then there's this plastic cage with the little bows, which is really cute. And then another layer underneath that. I've actually seen someone take this off, and other than trying to like find flowers to like fit in the gaps, honestly, I'd rather have a gap without flowers. Or like, I don't know, if they come off. No, they're pretty stuck on there. But I'd rather just take this off and not have it. And from what I read, it's attached with a white thread. I don't know if you can see it. I see spots of it, I guess. But the person went through very delicately with like a seam puller or something and snipped the thread that was holding the black thread on. So that's probably what I'm gonna be doing at some point, because I really hate it. Okay, the glitter doesn't seem to come off. It's not everywhere. And I'm assuming these work now. When I got Demi, it didn't work yet. I guess the site wasn't up for it yet. But this has a little thing that you can scan on the back, like a QR code reader, that will take you to a special website, I guess, talking about the costume ball stuff. It's got a very sparkly stand. Alright, I'm going to release her so we can check the quality of this hair. Okay, so I just wanted a closer look at her little earpieces. These are the cutest thing I've ever seen a doll have. Like, literally adorable. The rainbow, like, highlighter is not my favorite thing in the universe. And she's got a dot there. But, like, because she has shine on her face, like, you can't really take anything off, even if you don't like it, because you're taking the entire shine off in order to do so. I put some gel on her bangs just to see how bad they actually were. Like, smushed down. They're not terrible. I mean, they're uneven, definitely, but I think they're fixable within reason. Her lip paint looks really good, which I was super happy about because, sorry, I found so many of her just being like completely bonked up. Okay, fixed it. While we're down here, I just want to say that they rubber banded her shoes on, which they don't really seem like the type to fall off, so I don't know what that was about. But if you look at her legs, you can see, kind of barely, I guess, in this lighting, but she has marks all in the shine that is on her legs. And it honestly looks like when they were spraying the shine on, she probably had her hair, like, wrapped around her legs, because that's what it looks like, is hair marks. I don't know what that is on her knee. Okay, and again, while we're down here, so I clipped with scissors very lightly the little plastic pieces stapling her 3 skirts together. But like, no matter what you do, they leave a mark. They leave a hole. I really wish doll companies would stop stapling their doll clothes together with those little plastic tabs, because honestly, it's awful. Even when they just staple them to the box, like, it leaves holes in the clothing. And like, honestly, if you're gonna have me paying $40, $50, however many dollars for a doll, stop stapling their clothes together. It's not necessary to make it look nice in the box, so why are you doing it? Like, it already would look nice without them. Anyway, so if you decide that you do not like her plastic skirt, or you'd like to use it with a different doll, it is, all right, let's see if I can focus here, it is sewn to the blue underskirt. So you would have to go in and clip those threads in order to remove it from that. The second skirt is this lovely shimmery fabric that we usually see on very cheaply made doll clothes, but it doesn't detract from this. So I looked, and like I said, I had seen a post where somebody said that this black thread was sewn on with little pieces of white thread, and you can just go and clip it off. Mine is not like that. So I'll take her down right quick. Mine is absolutely just, from what I can tell, black thread sewn through the skirt. So I'm not really sure if removing it will damage the skirt terribly, but that's not even my biggest issue. So really quickly, if you look on her skirt, it does not start at this side. It starts kind of a quarter of the way over, and then the whole last word you can't even read, right? So that's kind of odd, but let's check out the back really quick. Even though I got this stand, see how more, like, hold on a second. Sorry guys, I don't normally keep doll stands. If I did, I would honestly just super glue them together so that they'd quit popping out. But like the back of the skirt, it's on the back too. Like, why? But it's more even. It starts and kind of stops around the same area on the back of the dress. So I don't know why it's so crooked on the front. While we're back here, the rooting is not like the best I've ever seen. It's not the worst I've ever seen. In some spots it seems to be thicker than in others, but it, with some styling, because look, it's got this big gap, because whenever they put them in the box, they staple the back of their heads to the box with those little plastic tabs, and they spread their hair apart like this, which makes it, oh my goodness, you guys. Like, I honestly just hate doll stands, and this experience is not making that any better. But she is really lovely. She's got a gorgeous face. Love the earrings. Like I said, the rainbow highlighter doesn't really do it for me. And I wish that her shimmer wasn't messed up on her legs. The dress is cute, but... Okay, so this actually, I guess, translates to High School of Shadow. Like, if you were going to be literal in French, from what I've read on like Twitter comments, because apparently there's like a whole doll Twitter, which I did not know about. I do have a Twitter account, but it's not doll based, so I'm not going to link it here, because it is grown-up content from my photography career, and I haven't used it in ages, but like whatever. But yeah, so it just has like High School of Shadow. It's kind of cheesy. I mean, it's kind of nice that they found a new way to put Shadow High on everything. Ugh. But I don't love it. I'm going to try to snip it out, but I'm not even sure if it won't mess up the dress. So we'll see. As far as the top goes, I mean, it's sewn a little crooked, but when you're sewing things this small on such a large scale, you kind of expect it, even though it's still kind of stinky. So yeah, overall, as far as Eliza goes, just because of how hard it is to find one with decent bangs, find one with non-chipped makeup, and because of that awful writing on the dress and the issue with the legs, I'm going to give her like a 6 out of 10, because I don't hate her. I think the makeup is really cute. I love her shimmer, love the hair color, looking forward to dyeing her. But like, honestly, a 6 out of 10 might be generous, because that black mark on the dress irritates me more than I can begin to even say. Maybe a 5 out of 10 would have been more fair, because like, honestly, it's just such a struggle to find her. But the shoes are cute. I honestly really like the little plastic hoop thing under her skirt with the bows on it. The earrings definitely win me over. There are good things, but there are just a lot of annoying things as well. So yeah, I know, I feel like 5 out of 10 is more fair, but she is cute in her own way. I definitely look forward to dyeing her. But just to wrap it up, so real quick before I forget, I wanted to focus on her hands really quick. She does have these long pink fingernails, but as you can see, there's like purple, almost like spider webby designs on them. And then she's got 3 rings on this hand and another 3 on this hand. They're not really specific in terms of design. Like, they just look like cute little rings. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the little spiderwebby fingernails better, which I thought was kind of an odd choice, considering she's not a spider, she's a fairy. But I'm not gonna hate on it. I've done weirder things, trying to look cute for Halloween and doing spooky month things. I actually almost forgot to film this. As far as the fairy wings go, they do come out of the plastic casing, and they're made like a little backpack. They just have some Velcro tabs. You're up around her shoulders, and voila, fairy wings. They're beautifully iridescent. Even though they look really thin, they're not as thin as you'd think. They're actually decent weight. I mean, they're not super thick either. They're very, very flexible, but they don't feel like they would tear up super easily. As far as like giving them to little kids, maybe, because I feel like little kids can be kind of rough and they might be able to pull the straps off, but they seem sewn on pretty well, so hopefully not. But yeah, I think they're really nice wings. Alright guys, so just to wrap it up, I do really like her. I think there are a lot of good things about her. She does have some crunch in her hair. I did forget to mention that. I'm probably gonna have to wash her hair out, which is fine. Like, I put gel in her bangs and it's still softer than whatever. I don't know what they use for this. Is like glue? It's like something terrible because it's so crunchy, and even if you wash it out, a lot of times it leaves their hair really sticky, stringy. It feels fried. It's very, very hard to work with, but overall I like her. She's a cutie. I mean, I'm dreading the struggle to find another one, obviously, with good bangs, good makeup, whatever, because it was such a pain in the butt the first time. But overall, she's cute. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.